Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
Now here's Holiday. Pass to Mobley. There's the triple. Tipped. Back to Wallace. Banchero outside. They get the rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the... Yes,
sir! Oh, that's what you tune in for right there. Wow. The athleticism of Thompson is showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Back to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Pass to Şengün for three. Sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
Durant with it. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Rocket Suns, number 7, Buddy Hield.
Here's Holiday. To the left wing. Here's McGrady. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Holiday. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Thompson with a screen. McGrady shot is off. The Warriors lead by 4. To the middle. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
Well, one of the most lethal players in the game. Durant loves being a nightmare to defend and winning these trips to the free throw line.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
Thompson with a screen. Hield from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Banchero the screen. Outside Durant. Back to Jackson. Screen by Durant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
And here's Holiday. No points so far. Thompson outside. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires from deep. McGrady shot is off. Banchero surveys. Back to Nesmith. Pass to Banchero. Over Hield. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul of the game. On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Grant.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Rockets trail by 12. Pass to Hield. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. McGrady shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Nembhard outside for three. Mathurin gets the three ball to go. Mathurin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thompson attacking. They double team Thompson. Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's Bona with a rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with. This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Reed. Pass to Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the basket is good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Inside. Here's McGrady. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Şengün makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
Back to Nembhard. Cuts off the pass. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And here's Ivey from the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Warriors lead by 17. Here's Grant. Back to Nembhard. Corner shot. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, nice to see Grant provide that assist. He's been working on that part of his game.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Vanderbilt. Over to the left wing. Puts it up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And it's Mathurin missing. Rockets trail by 19. Now here's Ivey. 27 seconds left in the first half of this game.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Nembhard left side. Reed for three. Nails it from three. Reed's got 5 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Mathurin. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Mathurin's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3 and D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% from three in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I'd like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, he's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Ivy. The three is up. No luck on that one. Oh, nice D from Nesmith.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Ivy. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Outside Durant. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Dunn outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Dunn with it. Guarded by Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, BA, through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
The slam from KD just getting to the rim for an easy one.
And it's Houston's ball. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Wallace. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Good on the second one. Ivy with the ball. He's got 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Dunn, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
There's Nesmith with a 3. On target from range.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
And the Rockets call time here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Thompson scanning the floor. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got 7.
Thompson continuing to work on that shot, hoping to become more consistent as an outside threat.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Şengün. Here's McGrady. Defended by Jackson. Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Ausar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Ausar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Şengün, the screen. Out to Thompson. 4-3. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And here are the Warriors now. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
The three from Thompson knocks down the long J. 10 points for him.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Back to Jackson. Fires the three. That shot, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. McGrady. And the three off target. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. 20 feet out. Jackson can't get it to go.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Thompson outside. Pass to McGrady. Left side, Vanderbilt. Outside, Holiday. Vanderbilt with a screen. Thompson outside. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little too.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Durant. Connects from downtown. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up
16.
in that situation.
The Rockets, 31.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Houston calls timeout. So many players in the league have their own podcasts. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
And here are the Rockets now. Now Holiday. Pass to Ivy. The three from Thompson. Reed with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Mobley grabs the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
McGrady, good.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Reed. Here's the three. And the Warriors with another three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Thompson outside. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Thompson's got 9 points now in the second half. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. Here's Bonner. Clock at 6. And there's a pick. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Holiday. And here's Thompson for three. And it's Bona with a rebound. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
On the wing, Mathurin. Nembhard outside. Thompson with a steal. To the wing on the left. Here's McGrady. Off target from outside.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Outside Mathurin. From deep. Drills it from deep.
And right now, Mathurin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's McGrady. Back to Mobley. Grant outside. With the floater. And it's Bona missing. And it's Houston's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. The three from Thompson. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Uses the glass on the layup.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And here's Thompson for 3. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Nembhard. Over Thompson. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And here's Mathurin.